We've just left our Airbnb in Aguila de Campo. Quite a nice ride out of town alongside the river here. There's a big campsite here on our left, and the Aguila Reservoir to our right, which has a few little beaches and nice places to hang out. We're heading to a place called Cervera de Pisuerga today, which is to the northwest of Aguila de Campo. You're getting the impression that this is quite a windy route to get from A to B, you'd be right. We're really just wanting to explore this part of the world, take the nicest routes we can. In part because I'm kind of thinking I might like to buy a house here. Here being somewhere vaguely in North Spain. Dorcalet. This one with its nest on top of that lamppost. We've been travelling now on and off for over 7 years. Whilst it's been absolutely amazing in all sorts of ways, I'm just starting to feel like I'd really appreciate having my own home again. Oh, this is the Pisuerga River, and we're just going to see if we can find a little coffee shop in this town. It'd be nice to just have a little stop. This is a really gorgeous spot. It's starting to get hot today, so we've switched to drinking iced coffee. Just a bit closer to the river to give you a closer view of what we can see. It really is gorgeous. There's a chap fishing there. Really is a fantastic route today. We follow this river for quite a long way. This area on the south side of the Cantabrian mountains is one of the areas I was quite interested in from a house hunting perspective. It's a bit too cold and wet further north, and the south is just far too hot. So hopefully this is kind of a sweet spot. And of course we've not been here before, so it's good just to kind of check it out. And it's only one of several areas that we thought might be nice. Anyway, we'll see. It's just an idea at this stage. It's quite a nice pretext for a holiday. I'm after somewhere very rural and with lovely views, and this certainly ticks those boxes. The dogs here on the whole seem so placid. It's lovely when they don't bark and run after the bikes. Nice to be cycling in the shade of the trees for a little while. It's getting quite hot today. Must be maybe mid-20s. That town in the distance is Cervera de Pisuerga. It's not far now. We've booked a hotel for the night. It's just down here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Great. Well, we've checked in and had showers and everything, and we thought we'd just have a little wander around town, see what there is to see. We're in the province of Castile and Leon now. At one point today we must have crossed over from Cantabria. It's quite a cute little town, but it's mid-afternoon and I think everyone's having their siesta. Pretty much the only people that are about are sitting in the cafes. I guess we may decide to do the same. Quite fancy a late lunch and a beer. Buen provecho.
Nice. Tabla de quesos, got blue cheese, manchego, fresh bread.
Salad. Looks good. We've just had a nice breakfast in our hotel in Cervera de Pisuerga, and we're heading off now. Today's ride takes us through the Palentina National Park. We basically stay on this same road pretty much the whole journey, heading to a place called Guardo, which is a town just to the south of the national park. There's a big reservoir to our left. Actually, this national park has a whole series of reservoirs, one after the other. Perfect place for frogs by the sound of it. We are passing through the odd village or hamlet. I guess these places existed before they made it a national park. They've done quite a lot of work protecting endangered species in this park. Apparently it's an important habitat for the endangered Cantabrian brown bear. I don't suppose we'll see any of those though. We'll lay by up ahead with some information, so I think we'll just stop there and take 5. Where we come from, where we're going and all that.
We'll come from Cervera de Pisuerga along this scenic route to here. We're going to be heading down to Guardo, following the scenic route around the north of the River Seine.
This route is obviously really popular with cyclists. We've also seen quite a few people hiking. It would be absolutely fantastic location to hike in. Certainly plenty of trails. We've seen a few bird spotters out and about as well. There's a few rare species here. We're just coming into a small town and I can see a coffee shop over there. I think it's time we stopped for a little break. I can't believe how loud those frogs are. It's another hot day today. As you can see, we've got clear blue skies and the temperatures must be around mid-20s. I've got a light scarf draped around my shoulders to protect me from the sun. It really is just so beautiful here though. I keep having to stop to take photos. Apart from all the stops, it's pretty quick as well because it's on this paved road. It does make quite a big difference actually. This just looked like such a lovely spot to stop in. We just thought, why not? Oh, we've reached the end of the first dam. The total ride today is about 60 kilometres and it does feel like we've been on the road for quite a long time now. I guess in part because it's just so hot.
5 miles to go.
We're coming into Guardo now. There wasn't much choice in terms of accommodation, so we're booked into a motel on the edge of town. Hopefully it'll be alright. Well, the room was absolutely fine, which is good. Anyway, as usual, we thought we'd just have a wander into the town, have a little look around and then see if we can get something to eat and drink. Starting to have a peek in the estate agent windows when we find them. Unfortunately, this one's closed. Most of the ads are for houses in the town. Cheers.
Cheers.
Half an hour we started hearing thunder and lightning. It started raining and now it is just insane big hailstones. Good excuse to sit here a little longer, I guess. That storm didn't last very long at all in the end, maybe an hour or so. We ended up going to a very nice Italian restaurant and having a dry walk home. A slightly shorter ride today, just over 40 kilometres to a place called Cistierna. Cistierna is due west of Guardo, so we're continuing our westerly trajectory across the south side of the Cantabrian mountains. Today's route takes in a lot of off-road sections, unlike yesterday, so it'll probably be a bit slower going, but nice to have the contrast. Actually, it feels really off the beaten track, really rural here. Just these bulls to navigate. He's braver than I am. Just dived under the water. Oh. Very cool seeing all those frogs in that water trough. We had to give them 5 or 10 minutes because we scared them all off initially. They just started popping back up again. The place we're staying in tonight is actually just the other side of Cistierna, in a tiny little village called Oseja. Thought we'd probably head to Cistierna first and either grab some lunch there or buy some food we can prepare later at our Airbnb. More cows. Apart from a few horses further east and higher in the Cantabrian mountains, we've not really seen much else in the way of agriculture. No crops really. A few sheep, but mainly just cows. This ride today does feel extremely rural. We've seen very few people, even as we pass through these little hamlets. I guess this whole area is just so sparsely populated. We're not far from Cistierna now, which is good. I could really do with a little stop. It's a really bustling place. This is where all the people are. Cheers.
Cheers.
Felt like we needed this stop today, hey? Well, we didn't find anywhere in Cistierna that we fancied eating, so we popped to the bakery and the supermarket. Got some salad and cheese and things to make a simple meal when we arrive. So we're in the village of Oseja now. We just need to find our Airbnb. Well, compared to all the other places we've passed through, this village is buzzing with life. The place we're staying is just down this street. It's a really pretty little village, actually. Well, we found the place, and they've got chickens. So cool. I think the owners live here. Just converted an outbuilding to serve as an Airbnb. I'll just give you a quick tour. Very nicely done, actually. A little kitchenette area. I should say that fire is just for decoration. It's definitely not pumping out any heat. The bathroom's very nice too. Well, we've been relaxing in that lovely garden all afternoon. But since the village has a bar, we thought it would be rude not to frequent it. I don't really want to leave this place, but I guess we have to. We had fresh eggs from the chickens for breakfast this morning. They were really delicious. This village seems a bit livelier and a bit more well-to-do than most around here. Wonder if there's quite a few second homeowners, people who live in Leon perhaps. Not really very far to Leon from here. It's actually where we're headed today. The route we're taking is about 65 kilometres. There's a motorway that runs pretty much parallel to the route that we're taking, so I think it'd be fairly speedy by car. This road that we're on now takes us about 2/3 of the way there. Takes us pretty much due south along the course of a river that's cut through the mountains. This southbound stretch is broadly downhill and the road still undulates a bit. Leon is definitely south of the Cantabrian mountain range. Quite cool looking around these little villages. They're almost semi-abandoned. I mean, half the houses are derelict. Of course, there are modern buildings, but overall the sense is that they belong to a previous era, really. Oh, I really love poppies. One of my favourite flowers. Further south, we're starting to see crops in the fields. This is where the road that we have been following south finishes, and we start heading west into Leon. We've been following a lot of these farm tracks to try and stay off the main roads. You can just see Leon appearing in the distance now. Well, there we go, we're officially entering Leon. We can actually follow this canal most of the way to the centre of the city, which is great. Perfect way to avoid all the traffic. Of course, the Camino Frances comes through Leon, so we have been here before, twice in fact. It's a very nice city, so we're very happy to be back. Here we are at our Airbnb. We have to store our bikes in the flat if we can get them through the door. This is the building. I forgot to video the inside, I'll do that later, but just to show you just how close we are to the cathedral. It's an amazing location. You can see the cathedral just at the end of this street. No prizes for guessing what we're going to do now. It's a no-brainer really, especially with a view like this. Fantastic.
Cheers.
Salut!
So I've been moaning that it's €9.50 for this, which is about 3 times the cost just outside of Leon. It's obviously still pretty cheap by UK standards.
I said I'd show you the inside of the flat. It's very nice. Big enough to have our bikes inside. Nice bedroom and bathroom as well. We've actually got 3 nights here in the city, so we thought we'd have a little wander around today, take in some of the sights. This building ahead of us is the Basilica de San Isidoro. It's a church dating back to the 10th century. Apparently in 1188, the courts of Leon were held here. As such, it was the first sample of modern parliamentarianism in Europe. The city was founded in the 1st century BC by the Romans, and you can still see a bit of the Roman wall here. This is the Plaza de la Immaculada that we're walking through now. We're actually heading out of the old town down towards the river. We've just walked down this way to have a look at the San Marcos convent. It's another one of the most spectacular buildings in Leon. Used to be a place where the pilgrims who were doing the Camino could stop, have a bit of respite. There was a hospital here as well. Houses a Parador Hotel now. People keep telling us we should stop in Parador hotels. I think this one may be a little out of our price bracket. Oh, I really like this bronze of the pilgrim looking up at the convent. It's an absolutely magnificent building. The details are just amazing. We walk back into the old town alongside the river now. We're just keeping to the shady spots under the trees because it is really hot now. This is one of the main shopping streets in the city. It's called Avenida Ordoño II. We're not really big shoppers anyway, but of course we're packing light with the bikes, so we can't buy anything. We'll just head back into the old town. This is another one of the must-see buildings of the city, created by Gaudi. It's called Casa de Botines. One of the things I really love about Leon is all these little windy alleyways. The medieval cobbled streets, and little bars and cafes round each corner. The old town's actually not that big. It's disorientating enough to make you feel that it is much bigger. And it's full of so many hidden gems, architecturally speaking, that you can just walk down an unassuming alley like this and be confronted by an absolutely spectacular scene, like this Plaza Mayor. This is considered to be one of the most representative 17th century plazas in the country. That's the old town hall there. All that sightseeing's thirsty work though. I'm going to try out this bar right around the corner from our Airbnb.
Cheers.
Yes. Oh, free tapa continues.
We ordered these pimientos de padron, the first we've seen on the menu since we've been here. So I think I'm going to sign off here. We've just come out this morning to get a few more groceries and has some work to do, and I need to get my video sorted. So it's bye bye from Leon.